guys, it's Sam and today's video is a super requested one. I don't really know why I haven't got around to doing it yet, but anyway, as you will probably know from the title, it is a meet my horses video. Bit of a bold choice to use the word horses because they're basically just ponies, but you know, I can make myself feel like I have bigger ones than I do. Yeah, as I say, massively requested, and I'll be honest, I had plans to do like a really nice video where I talk about them and then I throw in some B-roll of like pictures and videos and all that, but I'm gonna be honest, I just do not have the time. Yeah, you know, we've got a horse here on box rest, we've got another one that's having vet investigations. That is the sort of reality of horses. I just don't have the time to put together a video that takes that much editing. I'll probably make one down the line later on this year, you know, where I can just sort of play around with it for a few months whenever I've got a spare minute. But yeah, I'm going to try and get this done in sort of a quick, minimal editing fashion if I can. Sorry if you can hear the tractors and things on the golf course. So yeah, that is the plan. As you can see, I'm sitting in my hay barn. Not the best backdrop, but oh well. And I also look very tired, because I have horses to stress about. But yeah, sorry that there wasn't a video last week. What a week, that's all I can say. Monday, Big Mac, who is the horse on box rest, who's actually my friend's horse, he had a skin graft on the back of his leg because it just won't heal, which is great. It's fab. So that was, you know, sort of stressful and took up a fair amount of time. And then Wednesday I had the farrier and I was not filming that because I just wanted to get them all done. Oh, now there's a train going past. Yeah, so Wednesday I had the farrier and again, yeah, didn't film because I didn't want to. And then Saturday the vet was here again looking at filly and giving Merlin, Hope and Sparky their second jabs because we've started their jab courses because they weren't up to date unlike the others. So yeah, they had their second jabs, and then the vet was also looking at filly because I'm just really not happy with her, full stop. Her behaviour sort of after Christmas went awful being ridden and she was really trying to get me off and it got pretty dangerous. And so I made the decision to stop riding her, and we have since put her on a course of GastroGuard, which is ulcer treatment for those of you who don't know, from the vet, so you know, it's good stuff. And it's helped. The ulcers were definitely back. She is prone to ulcers, it's just, we know that. And when we lost Major, the stress of it kind of set her off again. But yeah, so she's been on that, and it's made very little difference to her behaviour. It has made a lot of difference to palpating for ulcers and sort of feeling around her belly and all that. That's great, but you know, bringing her in and out the field, she keeps trying to bite me. Changing her rugs, she bites and picks her feet up and it's not pleasant. She's just really not happy, so we are... Oh, she's also a little bit lame. She's slightly off on her right hind in the hock. Not really lame, it's just more of a reduced motion. Reduced range of motion in the hock, so that's fine. We suspect that's mild arthritis, which is okay, you know, she's 13, so it's one of those. But yeah, we just want to check her back. So the vet came out, did flexion tests, all that good stuff. Basically, if filly was being vetted, she would have failed because the flexion test, she was really lame. She wasn't in love with him poking around her back, but she wasn't ridiculous. Put her on the lunge and she just wouldn't work over her back, which is, you know, pretty much the issue that we're having with her. And she just kept falling in and running at me, which was not great. And she does go very fast, and the tighter she made her circle, the faster she got. So it just wasn't great. So we have made the decision to do x-rays. I think that's next Monday. So this was last Saturday, so that'll be like 10 days, yeah, if everything's sorted with the x-ray machine. So yeah, we're gonna x-ray her back and her hocks. Probably not on Monday, probably just the back when we first do that, because there's no point in treating the leg until, you know, we know that there's hopefully nothing going on with the back, but if there is, we'll treat that first. And yeah, take it from there. Maybe x-ray the feet, he said, if needs be. She's very, very footsore on the stones. She is barefoot. She had shoes when I got her, and we took them off after nearly a year. But she's now just gone really, really footsore. Her feet are great. There's no cracks. We've had loads of issue with her feet cracking, but she is sore on the stones. So we will potentially x-ray the feet as well, just to rule out any problems there. And if she needs shoes back on, then we'll get a shot. That's fine, no problem. And again, if there's arthritis in the hock, it'll probably be steroid injections, which again, fine, no problem, we'll get them done. But if there's kissing spine in the back, then that is surgery, probably. Which again, kind of a problem, because obviously I don't want her to be like in pain, but you know, we'll get it done, whatever's needed she will have. I will keep you all updated. Sorry that this is the longest intro in history of an already going to be very chatty vlog, but yeah, if you stuck around this long, thank you. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. So first things first, first pony, well actually horse, this one is a horse. This is Philly. She might come and speak to me, she might not. You know, those of you who don't know her, you might as well put a face to the medical ailments. But Philly is my 13-year-old chestnut mare thoroughbred. I said that really weird. She is about 15 3 hands, give or take, as you can see. And she is from Horse Sense, which is the charity that I get the other horses from. She's had a fair few homes, and it's just never really worked out because she is a very quirky madam. Come here. Come here. Let them see your beautiful face. She is very pretty, and we mostly have done a little bit of show jumping, but I've never really managed to crack the issues. I've had her for 3.5 years. Yeah, it'll be 4 years end of October, and we've just been pretty much trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with her. I've had loads of issue getting her weight on, but now she's quite a nice weight, which is good. In terms of future plans, it all really depends on what we find with sort of the vet examinations and all of that. I would love to do more show jumping on her in the future and maybe affiliate, but if that's not an option, then that's fine. We might try some dressage and showing. She did a little bit of showing last year. Hi! Yeah, you also threw me off twice, didn't you? Yeah, 2 out of 3 ridden shows, she threw me off second I got on in the warm-up. So that was good. Yeah, as I say, quirky mare, love her to pieces. And hopefully there's nothing too sinister going on there. A lot of people ask if I would ever breed her. I can't. It's in the contract with Horse Sense that you're not allowed to breed their horses because they don't promote mass breeding and all of that, which is quite common with charities. So a bit disappointing because I think she'd throw a really nice foal, especially if I put something with a bit more bone. But it is what it is. So no babies from Philly. Next up, she probably won't come and talk to us. Come here, Baba. Come here. So next is Jem, who is not being very chatty. Shall I come in and see you? I don't know whether the lighting will be good enough in here, and also I don't know whether she'll barge out. Oh, is it going to adjust? Ah, yes. You are not scared of the stick. So next up is Jem. If you follow my Instagram, you'll know that she is my heart horse. Oh, that side. She was my first pony that I got 4.5 years ago, and she is a 13-2 Welsh Section C mare. She's Strawberry Roan, which for those of you who have a Strawberry Roan Welsh pony, I feel your pain because the judges hate them. Yeah, she's an all-rounder. We've done quite a lot of showing, sort of up and down the country at grassroots. She got some nice placings at the Equine Sports UK Championships, and she won Picture Perfect at Stars at Aintree, if you know what that is. Quite a big show. Fun story, we only actually won that because they don't know how I kept hold of her in the young handler class. She stood on her back legs. So they gave us a reward for my hold ability. There she is. Hi! She also loves to jump. We are going to get started with some working hunter. She has her first proper working hunter class at the next show. We've done some sort of beginner ones with cross poles and things like that, but we've never actually gone for it, one of the bigger courses, so the jumps are up to 80 centimetres at the next show, hopefully. She behaves herself, not holding my breath though, because she's not been out in ages. So yeah, that's probably the route we're going to attempt to take when she's a bit older. Did I say how old she is? She's 8. But when she's a bit older, I might try some of the search for a star qualifiers with her. She's not the judge's cup of tea, but why not give it a go, basically. So yeah, my future plans with her, I am going to breed her. Aren't I? You're gonna have a baby. Yeah, you're gonna have a baby. So probably in about 2 years, while I'm at uni, I'll probably put her in foal. Currently on the fence, I am definitely going to put her to another Welsh pony, but on the fence about whether to put her to another C or to put her to a D so that we get a slightly bigger foal, because Gem has got, as you can probably see, a lot of bone. She is a very stocky pony, so I could easily put her to a bigger Welsh stallion and hopefully get a nice chestnut. I love mares, but I would quite like a colt because I'd keep it entire. But yeah, when that happens, as I say, it'll be about 2 years before we're doing anything like that. But when we do, I will bring you along. As you can see as well, she has rubbed out a chunk of her mane right before her first show. Naughty pony. Yeah, not a fan of the selfie stick apparently. But yeah, so, oh, right. That is Gem. Try and shut her door. There we go. Now, I will show you the other mare. I actually now have 3 mares and 3 geldings, so we are quite balanced. And rent my own yard, for those of you who don't know. And that's my horse box. Now, Hope really doesn't like the selfie stick, but this is Hope. She is a 14-hand part bred. Don't know what breed she is. I will get her DNA tested to do some in-hand showing with her. But the vets way back when seemed to think that she was potentially an Arab cross Welsh. Definitely Arab in there somewhere. But yeah, she is a steel grey mare, as I say, 14 hands, slightly over. And she, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, she is 11 years old now, so she's getting all grown up. She is not ridden, she's not a ridden mare. She was when I got her. I've had her for nearly 4 years now. And oh yeah, something you'll learn from this video as well, I got all of my horses very close together. And I went from none to 7. Well, I went from none to 6 in just over 12 months. So, yeah. But anyway, that's a different story. Yeah, she's not ridden. She was when I got her, but I just wasn't happy with sort of how she behaved. So we had the physio out and they basically said her back is really not great. She had a foal young. She is a rescue. And she was a gypsy horse. So, nothing against gypsies in general, but these were not very nice ones. So, you know the type of horses that quite often come into the sanctuary. She was very, very underweight. She had a foal up foot. She had awful rain scald that was all infected. Her teeth were just shocking. So yeah, she's not had the best life. She's got scars down her legs where her legs were tied. She used to be scared of the electric fence. She's not now, thankfully. But yeah, she's had a pretty rubbish run of it. So she can just happily live out her retirement. I did try to bring her back into work. And you will have probably seen a recent video. I was riding her in walk, but she is now slightly lame, just because the cold, she goes stiff, so it is what it is. If she ever can do anything, great. If not, that's fine, not the end of the world. She's got a bad leg as well, from where a pony that I used to own went. like all guns blazing at her and kicked her several times. Wasn't good. So she got like permanent swelling on that leg from that. Nothing wrong with her, like she's fine, but you know, not great. But she's a nice little in-hand show pony. She's quite nice conformationally other than the leg. And by the time she's 15 and we're doing the veterans, it won't really matter anyway because they don't penalise for scars and things like that. So yeah, hopefully she has a bright future in the in-hand veteran showing ring. We'll see. We'll see how she goes. But as I say, I am quite happy with her just chilling in the field, living her best life. Now, next up, he really doesn't like the selfie stick. Hey, dude. This is Merlin. He is probably a Welsh part-bred, and he is 10 years old now. From the charity as well. He is off the mountains. He was a pretty wild pony. And if you're wondering why he has to be wrapped up in a hood and a bug rug, it's because he suffers from sweet itch. He is black, head to toe, there's no white on him. Fly in my face. Yeah, there's no white on him at all. So, it is common for black ponies to suffer from sweet itch. Oh, that was nice. And yeah, we've tried literally everything, and keeping him wrapped up within an inch of his life is pretty much the only thing that works, God love him. Otherwise he itches all his face and it gets raw and scabby and it's not nice. Yeah, so Merlin, where do we start with you, Bob? Hey. He's a special soul. End of May we'll have had him for 4 years, and it has been very, very challenging. He has got many quirks, one of which is he runs. He takes off. And I don't use that lightly, like I don't think horses that are strong bolt, but he bolts, he runs in blind panic, and there is no reasoning with him, and if he's going to go, he's gone. We've tried literally everything. We've tried Be Kind halters, Julies, Chiffneys, bridle, literally everything. If he wants to go, he goes. He is now led in a stallion chain, just so we have a bit of extra control over him, and since we've moved yards, touch wood, he has stopped running off, which is amazing because it has been a problem with him. Literally, you couldn't get him in or out of the field without him going. He'd just run. Very stressy boy, aren't you? So because of that, because we've had to do so much groundwork and things with him, his ridden work is a little bit behind, sort of what the likes of Gem is. Oh, I forgot to say about Gem as well, I backed it myself. But yeah, Merlin was broken when we got him, just green, and I've not done loads of work with him. My mum rides him a little bit, but she had a bad fall off him 3 years ago. He is her horse, but I do the majority of the riding and schooling, and she just sort of gets on and pods him round, so he much prefers when mum gets on than me. But yeah, I am hoping that this is his year and we can get him out to some arena hires and maybe a show or two. He is so flashy, he's just the most dreamy mover ever. Gorgeous trot. And yeah, if we can get him going, he's really going to be something special. It's just sort of trying to manage his anxiety, which we are getting on top of now. It's just one of those, it's taken a while. And yeah, so that is Merlin. Now next up, I'm gonna have to go into the pit of the yard at the bottom. Next up is my two young horses. I've had both of these since they were yearlings, which I'll explain more now. But oh, light. There we go. So first up is Sparky. Hi, dude. So Sparky is now 5 years old, and he is actually Hope's son, but he is considerably bigger than her. He is coloured, as you can see, and yeah, we've just sort of really slowly been starting his education. I do have a couple of videos up, I think. One or two. I've got 1 or 2 videos up of me riding him, but then I gave him a break because I wanted his teeth done because I wasn't happy, and they were quite sharp. So they've been done now, and he will be coming back into work, so I will be sure to document that. But yeah, he is also a part bred. We think that his dad is a cob, a gypsy cob, but we can't be sure because he's also from the gypsies. So he is the foal, well, he was the foal that Hope had when she came into horse sense. And now he's all grown up. We've had him since he was 14 months old. And yeah, as I say, he's now 5, rising 6. And I am really excited about his future. Very opinionated. He's got a right attitude on him. He's definitely his mother's baby. And he is spoiled, aren't you? He was our first young horse, so He's always going to be the baby. But future plans for him, he's got a crack and jump on him. I haven't actually jumped him under saddle yet, but I have witnessed him jump out of a field several times when he was younger. That was his party trick. He would not stay in the field for anything. And he's been free schooled over some sort of low cross pulls and things, and he gives it so much room. And yeah, he's quite exciting. He's very flashy as well, so I mean, I'll probably do some showing with him to stick with the theme of what I tend to do the most, but I would also love to try some grassroots eventing. Maybe one day get him to badminton. Grassroots, obviously. And yeah, just see what the future has to hold for him, because he is really exciting and he's got all the talent in the world. It's just going to have to be a matter of trying to harness that and harness his energy, let's go with that, in a constructive way. Now, last but not least is the newest addition. Come here, dude. Who doesn't want to come and speak to me? So, there you go. If I go like this. So, this is Marley, and he is a just 4-year-old traditional gypsy cob. Very hairy, as you can see. And yeah, we took him on 2.5 years ago, for 2 weeks after he was gelded, from the charity as well, because they didn't really have anywhere suitable to turn him out, which is what they recommend after gelding, because they had lots of mares and things. So they asked if we'd go and hand walk him, but we had 2 of our boys in a field next to a field with a colt in, so there were no mares anywhere near it. So yeah, we took him for 2 weeks while he healed 2.5 years ago. He never went back. He stayed with us. At the end of the 2 weeks, I took him to a show, and now he was, bear in mind, he was wild when he came in. You know, he hadn't had anything done with him. And I took him to a show, and he did 4 classes and came home with 3 seconds of a fifth and got loads of lovely compliments. So, definitely an exciting one for the future. He's nicely put together. I'm just giving him time to grow. I have sat on him and walked and trotted a few times, but I am in no rush at all. You know, I just want to let him grow. A lot of people don't realise that cobs actually take longer for their bones to fuse. So, you know, I don't want to break him. Hey, Baba. But, yeah, the plan for him is showing, basically. Lots and lots of showing. Hopefully, he'll be a nice Hoy's potential pony. Not sure if it'll be in the Search for a Star or the, actual Hoy's classes yet. Hopefully the actual classes. But we'll have to see. Both of these boys definitely have the potential to go all the way, but as I say, they've not had the best start in life, so it is all just going to depend. I'll probably do some dressage on him as well. I'm not going to do much jumping. I will never compete jumping with him. I'll do small cross pulls and things for fitness, but he is far too heavy set to be out jumping. I've got to say heights. Merlin is about 14'1", 14'2", Sparky's the same, and Marley is 13'1" currently. Hoping to get another inch or 2 out of him. But yeah, so that is all of my horses, but I think since he's here and he loves the camera, he's probably not going to talk to me now, but it's worth mentioning Mac, whose real name is Macumba. Come here, dude. So this is my friend Sam's horse, and you will see him, so I might as well just introduce him. And as you can see, he's a little bit bigger than my lot. So Mac is a 5-year-old thoroughbred. He is off the track. He finished racing last July, and he is standing 17 hands, aren't you? Yeah. So he is a big lad. He is absolutely gorgeous. I wish Sam, who I know is watching this, would just give him to me. I'll have him. I'll take him. I'll take on the vet bills, hey? And yes, he's here because he kicked himself and cut his leg. And then, whilst that was healing, we noticed that a scab that he had on the back of his knee had sort of rubbed with the bandage, just one of those things, and that sort of became ulcerated. Do not bite me. Yeah, and that it's just being really stubborn and it won't heal, and it opened up and got all sorts. So he's now had a skin graft on that. His leg is in a full bandage, literally from bottom to top, just to try and stop him from bending the leg too much so it doesn't aggravate it. But yeah, on Monday when the vet comes, we should hopefully know whether the graft has taken or not. You can see he has little staples in his neck, right? I am so bad at this. Right there. That's from where he had a skin graft. But yeah, he is beautiful. I will be stealing him very often. I've ridden him twice, I think. He's not done much retraining. He had a break when he came off the track. He's from France as well, so he has no idea what I'm saying to you. But yes, he is a beautiful boy. He is hiding now, and I reckon he probably has an exciting future too. So we have several young exciting horses on the yard at the moment, and several old broken horses. Well, not old, but you know, middle-aged. But yeah, so they are my horses and Sam's horse. Hey dude. So yeah, that's it from today's video. Sorry that it's a really random, probably boring, chatty one, but I had to film something and I thought this was a good bet because I am too tired to do anything else. So, hi! He's such a poser. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Max says go do that, and I will see you all next time. Bye.